Welcome to a tutorial for how to detect objects or props or clothing of color using ARFlowArts. So in this video, there are many different colors present and we will try to detect a few of them. I will use the electricity effect to make sure it's clear what is being detected right now. So if we look at the sliders on the bottom, they represent the colors that are being detected. By default, it is bluish green. So if you look at that dude in the back on the right, Vegeta, he's got yellow hair. I'd like to make his hair have lightning because it's appropriate. So his hair is yellow. I'm going to take this left slider on the color bar and try to include yellow till his hair glows. Yep, there it's glowing. But look, other stuff is glowing, but we still have another range of colors in the color range on that slider. So I narrow it closer to yellow, and now his hair is glowing and fewer items are glowing, but it's still not isolated to his hair. So we have these other two sliders, saturation and brightness. Saturation is basically how colored is the color or how washed out is the color. So more saturation in this case would mean more yellow and less whitish yellow. So just by moving that bottom saturation slider up, it isolated his hair and that little monkey on the lower left, if you can see. So that's a success. Next, let's try to hit the purple-ish, pinkish ball. I don't know, magenta? What color is that? Who knows? Fuchsia. So I'm going to first naively just get the color slider to include what I think is that color, and boom, that was actually pretty easy given the current settings, right? And again, if I increase this animation size, that becomes more apparent that it is being highlighted. Excellent. What about my green hat and not getting the matte in the lower right? So they're both greenish. One is more a bright green, which I'll include here. The other is a bluish teal thing. So I put the range where I expected, and I kind of got the hat, didn't get the matte, still have some other stuff too. So again, just to start with, I'm going to increase the saturation to exclude other stuff, but actually it looks like I'm losing my hat a bit. So that means the saturation is lower. Yes, it is the white in my hat that is making it so bright. So what if I just take away some of the bluish stuff? Yeah, that gives me more hat and less other stuff. I'm going to continue that. And that's pretty much just hat. What if now I'll keep going. Boom, there you go. That's just hat. What about the matte? It's teal-ish. Oh, I kind of saw it get picked up there. There you go. So teal-ish, and then remove the hat colors. So this seems to be working better for the matte. I think it's hard to get it as a solid object because it's kind of in the corner. It's kind of dark. What if I add more dark to it? That didn't really help. What if I reduce the saturation? Let's see. That also didn't help. Is it more blue? Aha, it has more blue in it than I expect. So this is kind of a scenario where it's going to be hard to isolate the matte because there are other things of very similar color here, like the rock rings on the bar, the clothing that Vegeta has on, which is a little bit darker blue. So this kind of goes to the main strategy you might have here, which is to not have so many objects of similar color in the background when your prop of interest is that color. So one more thing to note here is that the light that is illuminating the video will actually change all the colors, right? So now I have this overhead light that's a bit yellowish, and suddenly my hat is probably not the same color green and is probably a little bit more yellow now, right? Or the white ball even, my guess is it would glow. Oh shit, there's a lot of stuff here. So my guess is a lot of stuff is really gonna glow now with the yellowish red hue because that light is yellowish red, right? So suddenly you would have to consider that. Let's say the fuchsia ball, how well is it detected? Oh, it's still pretty good. But in general, it is just worth noting that the lighting will definitely change what is detected for a certain color because it is actually what creates the color. Light and color go hand in hand. So just keep that in mind when you are doing this stuff. Cheers.